Good afternoon. First thing I'd like to say is that I'm extremely excited to be back at Mississippi State with Coach Moorhead, giving me the opportunity to come and to coach tight ends. And we're excited about the upcoming season. We're looking forward to working with Coach Moorhead's offense. He's given me an opportunity to coach on the offensive side of the ball, which I haven't done for several years. But at the same time, it's exciting. Looking forward to coaching the young men in those positions and also helping Coach Moorhead in any other capacity that he may have for the program. So we're looking forward to doing some great things, and I'm excited about being back and a part of the Mississippi State football family after being away for 3 years, getting back into the SEC, a very tough and demanding league, and taking the experiences I've had in the past as a head coach and bringing those things back and being able to assist him in any role that he sees fit, besides coaching the tight ends and working on the offensive side of the ball. So that's my opening statement. And
Questions? We'll get a mic to you. We'll start with Steve.
Coach Moorhead is the third head coach that you've worked under now. How is he maybe a little bit different than Coach Kroom and Coach Mullen?
well, I didn't work under Coach Kroom, but
My apologies.
that's okay. Coach Moorhead's, every head coach has their own personality, if you will, their own system or style of coaching, and not that one is right and one is wrong. It's the effectiveness, and I think the most important thing is as a coach, period, not just as a head coach, is being who you are. And Coach Moorhead is as genuine a person and a coach as anybody that you would ever be around. So his uniqueness, his relationship with the players, his style of doing things is totally different. And as an assistant coach, you have to be able to adjust to the different style of coaching. Some coaches may coach a certain way, and you just have to adapt. We call it in the coaching profession, adapt and to move on.
Hey, Coach, I know you worked with those tight ends in the spring. Now you got the full allotment with Cumbus back from baseball and all that. Now that you've had a chance to see them for a few months, to get them in fall camp, how impressed are you with that group and just how deep and talented they are?
I love the position group. First thing, you've got two older guys, and with Farad and Dante, and then you've got Powers, who is a little older. He's been here for a couple of years, and then you got the two young kids, Spivey and Combus, who are very, very talented also. So we've got a good mixture of older, younger. We've got different, I guess you would say, sizes. We have some that are a little taller, and the thing that's unique about all of them have wide receiver experience coming out of high school, which I'm really excited about. But that shows their adaptability to to playing the position, because they are very athletic.
Tony, you mentioned it's been a while since you've coached the tight end position. Just how much has your coaching style had to change? Coaching, it's been about a decade. The way the offenses have changed over the years. Just how have you adapted to the style of play now?
Well, I'm a football coach, and I pride myself on when I first started coaching over 34 years ago. I've coached every level from 7th grade to high school to junior college to Division II to Louisiana Tech to SEC. Just about every skill group on offense and every skill group on defense. So that's something that I pride myself with, and that I'm a teacher of the game of football, and I can adapt and learn from any position on either side of the ball. So I take it with a lot of pride that when I go in there to meet with Coach Moorhead, I want to teach it exactly like wherever he wants them to line up. I want to teach them to line up that way. Whatever he wants them to do structurally within the offense. I want them to do exactly what he tells me that he wants them to do. And so, part of that is humility and being able to survive in a tough profession for 34 years.
Coach, you mentioned with having guys who have receiver experience. Farad was talking over the offseason about how this year Coach Moorhead maybe expects a bigger receiving role for the tight ends. How much does that, I guess, help expedite the process of working those guys into the receiving group and more into the pass game?
Well, it's within the offense itself is Coach Moorhead has had great tight ends, and part of his offensive system is utilizing the talented tight ends that he's had, in the past, whether it be at Fordham or Penn State.
It feels like the last 4 or 5 off seasons, it's been sort of almost like a running gag that the tight ends are going to be a big part of the offense this year, and it hasn't materialized. Do you have a guy in this group you feel that could be a 40, 50 catch guy if the offense goes the right way?
Well, I can't predict that because, you just never know once you get into the season what type of personality, that will develop from that. But I will say this again, that, in his past history, that has been a position that has been utilized very effectively.
With Brad, just going back to the spring, he wasn't able to practice as much as some of the other guys who's doing baseball. How has he been able to retain what you've wanted him to retain during fall practice? Have you seen a nice transition coming from his redshirt year to this year, you think?
The first thing is he's a great young man. He is very coachable, very humble, very talented. And the first thing he did when they got back from Omaha was that he was in the weight room that Monday morning ready to go with the team, and he has not missed a beat since then. And it has to be tough from the run the baseball team had to Omaha, and then going through spring ball and balancing the two sports at the same time. And I know at some point for him personally, it just comes to a point where you may wear down a little bit, but he has shown no signs of wearing down. Matter of fact, I think he's getting better each and every day that he's out there.
Coach, you mentioned going on and being a head coach, kind of having your own show for a while. How does that maybe help you be a better assistant coach this come through now that you've had the experience of being a head coach?
Well, one thing that I learned more than anything else was that as a head coach, you want good assistants. And I had always tried to be a good assistant for, 30 plus years or however long I was an assistant. And to carry out the wishes of the head coach. But now I even understand it even more. The things that a head coach needs is he needs people that support him, that has his back, that will be there for him no matter what he asks them to do, no matter how menial a task or how great a task. And that's one thing that I try to serve Coach Moorhead as coming back as a head coach. I would like to be the type of assistant coach that I would have wanted for myself.